Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram.
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare.
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, 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 Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Ram. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram, Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram, Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram,
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
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 Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Ram.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Ram Ram.
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Ram
Rama
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram.
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Rama
Ram.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Krish Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Ram.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram Ram.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Nam
Krishna
Nam
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram 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 Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram Ram.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram 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 Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Ram, Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram, Ram.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama
Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram.
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, 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 Ram.
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, 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 Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Ram.
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram.
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare Ram.
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Rama
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
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 Rama
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Rama Hare Rama
Rama
Rama Rama
Rama
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama
Ram.
Hare Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare
Ram,
Hare. Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
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 Hare
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
जय
Krishna,
श्री कृष्ण
Hare
चैतन्य प्रभु
Ram,
नित्यानंद
Hare
श्री हरि
Ram,
गदाधार
Hare Ram,
श्रीवत्स गौरभक्त
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Hare
राम हरे राम
Krishna,
राम राम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम
Krishna
राम राम हरे हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Ram
हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram
राम हरे
Hare
राम
Hare
राम राम हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम
Krishna
राम राम
Krishna
हरे हरे
Hare Hare
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna
राम हरे
Krishna
राम
Krishna
राम राम
Krishna
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे हरे हरे
Ram
राम
Ram
हरे
Ram
राम 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 हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Hare Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे
Ram
राम हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna
राम राम हरे
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare
राम हरे
Hare
राम
Ram
राम राम
Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Hare
हरे राम
Hare
हरे राम
Hare
राम राम हरे
Ram
हरे
Ram
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे हरे हरे
Krishna
राम हरे राम राम
Krishna
राम हरे हरे
Krishna Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram
कृष्ण हरे
Ram
हरे हरे
Ram
राम हरे
Hare
राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम
Hare
राम हरे हरे
Ram
हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Krishna
हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare
जय
Krishna,
श्री कृष्ण
Hare
चैतन्य
Krishna,
प्रभु
Krishna,
नित्यानंद
Krishna,
श्री
Hare
हरे गदाधार
Hare Ram,
श्रीवसादि
Hare
गौर
Ram,
भक्तोरिंद
Ram
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna,
राम हरे
Hare
राम राम
Krishna,
राम हरे
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Ram, Hare
हरे हरे
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna, Hare
हरे
Hare
राम
Ram,
राम हरे हरे
Hare Ram,
हरे कृष्ण
Ram Ram, Hare
हरे राम
Hare
राम राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
राम
Hare
राम हरे हरे
Ram,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram,
राम
Hare
राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे राम
Krishna,
राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Ram,
राम
Ram
राम
Ram, Hare
हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
राम
Krishna,
राम
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
हरे
Krishna
Hare
राम
Krishna
Ram,
राम
Ram
हरे हरे
Ram, Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे राम
Hare
राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
राम
Ram,
राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Ram, Ram
हरे कृष्ण
Ram, Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
राम
Krishna,
राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे राम
Hare
राम हरे हरे
Ram,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram,
राम
Hare
राम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे राम
Krishna,
राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Ram
हरे
Ram,
हरे राम
Hare
राम हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
हरे राम
Krishna,
राम
Hare
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे
Hare
हरे राम
Ram, Ram
राम
Ram,
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna,
हरे राम
Hare Krishna,
राम हरे हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण हरे हरे
Hare
राम
Ram,
राम हरे
Hare
हरे
Ram,
हरे
Ram
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे हरे राम
Hare
राम
Krishna,
हरे हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare.
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री हरि हरि गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktorinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Rama
Krishna
Rama Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Rama Rama
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Rama
Ram
Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Adi
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Ram
Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Maria,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Ram Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Krishna Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Vishnu Hare Vishnu
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Vishnu Vishnu Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Ram Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Vishnu Vishnu Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Vishnu Vishnu Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Vishnu
Krishna
Vishnu Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Vishnu Vishnu Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Vishnu Vishnu Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare.
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna.
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
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 Hare.
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Jai Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare,
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Ram
Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram,
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Ram,
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram, Ram,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram, 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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Kr
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Ram Ram
Shri
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu Nityananda
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Advaita Gadadhara Shivasani
Hare
Gaura
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Read
Hare
Bhagavatam.
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Seventh canto, second chapter. Hiranyakashipu, king of demons. So because this king, whose name was Janish, what is the name of the king who died on the battlefield? And what happened? Let's ask Janish. Janish is not there. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, okay. So, what happened? Can you just give a little bit? Which king died? Who is telling to who? And what is the story that they're saying? If you want to tell.
I'm drawing a bit blank. Prabhuji, if you can ask someone else.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, yeah.
We should ask Krishna Prasad.
Hiranyaksha died, right?
Huh? Hiranyaksha died, and then what happened? What is
Um,
Hiranyakashipu telling?
he was giving all the philosophy
Yeah.
that soul is eternal, and he
And
was
then,
trying
and then
to,
he's telling a story
yeah,
of actually a history that happened in the very past. So what was that history?
not able to recall probably.
Oh, okay, no problem. You sent a nice this thing, bhakti as a vector. So in math we have vector. Vectors have direction and a magnitude, right?
Yeah, one of my friend, he's a math tutor, so he was actually training his students.
I like it. So vectors, right? We're vectors and scalars. We had a chapter in math. Vector is like an arrow which is a direction, and magnitude means how long it is, right? How so we have direction and magnitude. So in Krishna consciousness, direction means where is your consciousness? Basically, direction means where is your consciousness pointed? Where is the vector pointing to? So, or if it is pointed towards Krishna, so if it is pointed towards Bhagavatam when we are reading Bhagavatam, then we'll remember. But if our consciousness is not towards Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is Krishna, right? So when we hear Bhagavatam or we read Bhagavatam or whatever we do chanting, our consciousness should be pointed there. That is alignment. And if it is not pointed there, if we are doing something else, and then it is misaligned. So, and then magnitude. Magnitude means intensity of devotion. How long? So, if it is small, then little bit, like doing 5 minutes, 10 minutes. If it is large, means you are steady, deep, and surrendered. So, you are doing more. So, we say quality and quantity. So, this is basically nothing but quality and quantity. Quality means what is your consciousness when you are doing what you are doing. Are you remembering Krishna, which is the highest thing? Are you remembering Krishna? And quantity means how long you are doing it, right? How long you are doing it. So both has to be there. That's B is bhakti vector. Bhakti is not just how much, it is where you are oriented. So where is the arrow pointing? Not only the quantity, but the quality also. Of course, both are important. And if you can get quality and quantity, then we are good. And then illusion is Maya as a scalar. A scalar multiplies a vector but cannot change its direction. So the soul is forever. We were discussing Bhakti Shastri. Soul was described as achala. Achala means immovable. Immovable means it cannot be moved from its constitutional position. The fact that we are servant of Krishna, this cannot change. We are part and parcel of Krishna. Jivere Swarup hoy Krishna Nitya Das. Mamevamsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Sanatana means eternally. We are part of Krishna. We are subordinate to Krishna. We are servant of Krishna, servant of God. Or like, I mean, not servant in the sense exploitative, but we are subordinate to God. We are dependent on God. So that cannot change. So that is what it means. Maya cannot change your eternal nature. As the soul, who you are cannot change, but it can scale your awareness of it. It can make devotion feel weak, strong, or distorted. Sam is illusion scalar. Then your experience devotion becomes bhakti multiplied by M into B. Okay. You may remember from your math class all these things. So our consciousness should be to please Krishna. That's basically it. Okay, so let's Radhika then say, because what was the story that Hiranyakashipu was telling, if she wants to say.
Yeah, Hiranyakashipu was telling about Suyagna. a king who had died on the battlefield, and his wives were crying. And then this wow, Yamraj came as a little child.
Yeah, so the wives were not willing to let go of the body, even though sunset happened. Prabhupada said that before sunset, according to Vedic custom, the body had to be burnt. But the wives were not ready to let go of the body. And interestingly, one reason Prabhupada gives is what? Who remembers? What one reason Prabhupada gives why they were not willing to let go of the body? Of course, Preeti was not there yesterday, so she doesn't know. But yeah,
But
if
I read that one.
okay, you read that. Okay, why were they not willing to
I
let go?
think he said, Prabhupada said that maybe the wives are afraid to lose
Hmm,
their life. Like,
correct. Yes, they were afraid to die in the fire with the king. So they were. So it completely changes the whole perspective. Either they were attached, but they were also afraid to die in the. Apparently, the queens did not want to deliver the dead body for burning because they were afraid of dying with the dead body of her husband. So they didn't want to die. So in this way. So then, hearing their cries and everything, Yamaraj came disguised as a boy, little boy. Why as a boy? Because Prabhupada says whenever child is not restricted, he can go anywhere, generally speaking. And when he speaks, a little child speaks, then everybody is fascinated, right? An adult speaks Krishna conscious philosophy, it is not so fascinating. But a child is speaking, then everybody is, oh, child is speaking. They pay attention, oh, it's how wonderful it is. So, like that, he disguised as a child, and now he has come there and he's saying. So, let us read carefully what Prabhupada is saying. And yesterday we had nice class with Keshav Maharaj about how to read Prabhupada's books and those who attended. Okay, so Sri Yama Uvacha Aho Amisam Vayasadhikanam Vipashyatam Loka Vidhim Vimoha Yatragatas Tatra Gatam Manusyam Swayam Sadharama Api Sochyanti Apartham. Another nice statement Prabhupada made was that self-realization should be conducted on basis of the non-existence of the material body. I highlighted this. Was it this purport we read? Yeah, we read this purport actually. So Prabhupada writes this. The Vedic wisdom encourages self-realization on the basis of non-existence of the material body. So body is not going to exist. It is going to die. And what did we read about yesterday? Which pastime of Srila Prabhupada? Where who comes to Prabhupada and what is the situation? Who remembers?
I think you read the story of a mother and a child who has some leukemia or blood cancer, something like
Yeah.
that.
So how did
And
you
she was,
hear? You heard on YouTube or where did you hear?
yeah, I heard later on
On
the
YouTube.
day and the evening on YouTube. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, we discussed about pastime of Prabhupada. I mean, it's not really like a pastime for pleasure or anything, but an event that happened 1 year before Prabhupada passed away in 1976, right? That one mother came with her little child, teenager, I mean, not so little, but teenager. Her name was, anybody remembers her name? Manisha. It was Manisha. And the mother's name was Antardhyan. They both came to Prabhupada, and Manisha had, we read this before also. So she had leukemia and she was going to leave her body in a few days.
You know, now a teenager also, you can get cancer and all these things. So she had come to Vrindavan to leave her body, and she was very afraid. And Prabhupada says, who is going to live? Everybody is going to die. I die today, you die tomorrow. So the body, die means this body is not going to exist. It's going to be burnt. So we should keep death in front. Yes, life is very short. 15, 20 years will pass. So one should give up all material desire, right? That is saying, that verse, Ahoratrisya Manam. Yeah. So it is saying that one should give up all material desires and one should tremble in fear. She was also afraid because her mother said, what did mother say? She is afraid that she will see Yamadutas.
Yemen's.
Yamadutas. And Prabhupada said, no, don't worry, chant Hare Krishna, everything will be all right. But then what if we don't finish our Krishna consciousness? Prabhupada said, don't worry, Krishna will give you another situation in the next life. But just chant Hare Krishna and just be Krishna conscious. That's what Prabhupada said. And Prabhupada was emphasizing this point. Who is going to live here? I die today, you die tomorrow. Somebody dies day after tomorrow. Who is going to live here? Nobody is going to live as time goes on. So don't be attached to this temporary situation and this body like that. So Vedic wisdom encourages self-realization on the basis of the non-existence of the material body. Okay, so like that. Next verse we'll read. So in a temporary situation we are so absorbed, but actually this is not our home. We don't belong here. Aho vayam dhanyatama yadatra tyaktaha pitrubhyam na vichintayama abhakshyamana abala vrikadibhi sarakshita rakshati yo hi garbhe. It is indeed, so Yamraj is speaking. So before what Yamraj said, let's read. Alas, how amazing it is. These persons who are older than me have full experience. So I am a child. These persons, they are elders, they are adults. They should have experience. That hundreds and thousands of living entities have taken birth and died. This is, what do we say? Krishna Prasad, what do we describe this planet as? What is the word we use?
Mrityulok.
Mrityulok. Yes. Mrityulok. Everywhere in the material world, but especially on this earth where we have very short lives. Thus they should understand that they are also apt to die, yet still they are bewildered. So we should not run after temporary goals and forget the eternal goal of life. And run after temporary things, and what can we do in this material world anyway? Even if we become a big personality, it's all going to end one day. So instead, we should work hard for self-realization. Thus, they should understand that they are also apt to die. And yesterday we heard about Abhijit. He's 29 years old. I mean, I'm not saying it is public. In the temple it was announced that please pray for this 29-year-old. He's got cancer. So we did Narsingha Puja today in Mayapur. So life is like that. We are thinking we have all our plans and so many things. We should not take it very seriously. Mind is coming up with so many proposals. But this is only going to prolong our material existence and keep us away from our true happiness that is coming from surrendering to Krishna. And it keeps us in false happiness. False happiness which is based on the body. It's false happiness because it gives us a bad result. It keeps us in the cycle of birth and death. Prabhupada says there may be some feeling of enjoyment in sense gratification, But that feeling of enjoyment is what?
The very enemy of the sense enjoyer.
The enemy of the sense enjoyer. So while we are enjoying sense gratification, it may feel very happy. We may feel very happy and things like that. But that is ultimate enemy. We should know that that is actually my ultimate enemy, because that will keep me in the cycle of birth and death. And I'll get one body after another. And I'll get also disease, old age, and death. So Yamaraj is saying, yeah, so many people have come and died. Elders should know this. Young people, children don't know all these things. Thus, they should understand that they are also apt to die. So they are crying for this, their husband, but they are also, their death is also around the corner. Yet still they are bewildered. The conditioned soul comes from an unknown place and returns after death to that same unknown place. Unknown place means we don't know where we came from and where we are going after this life. There is no exception to this rule, which is conducted by material nature. Knowing this, why do they uselessly lament? Of course, we have attachment, we feel for our loved ones, but we are also going to die soon. Nobody is going to, as Prabhupada says, who is survived? Nobody is going to live here. So, death is a given, as sure as death. Okay, so we are talking in this context because the verses are like that. Whatever Prabhupada says, we have to speak according to that, right? So, the next verse. It is wonderful that these elderly women do not have a higher sense of life than we do. So a child doesn't know, but these elderly people, they also don't know. They don't even have a higher sense of life. That's what he's saying. Than we do. We means the children. Indeed, we are most fortunate. For although we are children and have been left to struggle in material life, unprotected by father and mother, and although we are very weak, we have not been vanquished or eaten by ferocious animals. Thus we have firm belief that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has given us protection, even in the womb of the mother, will protect us everywhere. Rakshashi ititi Vishwash. So he says, the child, there are many orphan children, right? They also grow up. Sridhar Swami, right, when he saw that baby lizard, he had a newborn child and he wanted to leave home and take sannyas like that. So he was thinking, well, we'll take care of this child. This is my newborn child. Of course, this is not to be imitated, but I'm just saying that. But then he saw a baby lizard was born, and immediately there was an insect came in front of the lizard, and the baby lizard ate it up. So then he understood, who is providing for the baby lizard? I didn't make any arrangement. Yesterday also we were talking about this. There are billions of fishes in the water, right? And who is providing for them? Premavilas Prabhu was saying. So Krishna is providing for all the elephants, the tons of, so much. They eat elephants, and the ant eats its little grain of sugar. That is also given. Who is providing for all these animals? Krishna is providing. So if we become devotees, Prabhupada would often say this, will Krishna not provide? We have to have faith. And we know we have become devotees, how Krishna has made our life. He is providing everything. And without that also, non-devotees also Krishna is providing. So we have to depend on Krishna. Depend on Krishna. And whatever situation He keeps us in, we should be happy. Because three things we should be satisfied with is what? With how much money we get, what kind of
Spouse, the food that spouse and food on the plate.
spouse. Yeah. So according to our thing, whatever we are, we should be satisfied, okay, whatever. And of course we have to work, I'm not saying that, but just think about Krishna. So Krishna gave us protection everywhere in the womb of the mother, is saying, will protect us everywhere. So Krishna is protecting. Balasya neha sharanam pitro narsimo. Prayer will come. Who is protecting? Krishna is protecting. If Krishna desires, nobody can kill. So sometimes, despite everything, right, all the difficulties. So Sridhar Swami then left home, and then he came back after a few years. And what did he see? He saw that his son had
Child has grown up, and the village members have been taking care of the child.
and he's giving a class on spiritual teachings and like that. And he was speaking very nicely, right? And he was thinking, who is this person? He came back to his village and he said, oh, who is this? Yeah, he found out it was his own child. So, okay, so Krishna will protect us. He's protecting us all the time. And protection means protection also of consciousness. And we have to pray to Krishna to protect our consciousness. As Prabhupada was saying, Krishna, please protect. Krishna, 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 hey. What is that song? Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Rakshana,
Raksham. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna
Krishna,
Keshava, Pahi
Krishna,
Mam.
Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshama.
Then,
I think that's it.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sing this song on his travels when he was going to
South
South
India.
South.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we missed some. I think there are 7, 8 lines, but let's see. Krishna,
It's
Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hey, here it is. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Okay, then he says, oh, everything is Krishna, Rakshamam and Pahimam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam. Krishna Keshava. So Ram is only coming once. Krishna is Krishna. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahima.
please protect me and please maintain me.
Yes, Pahi is maintain and Raksha is protect. Okay, so we can pray like some devotees sing this in the Manglarati. So it is a bona fide because Mahaprabhu sang it. Okay, so Krishna, please protect me. Krishna, please maintain me. Okay. Okay. Okay, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, 1861. Ishvara sarva bhutanam viddesya arjuna tishtati. The Lord is present in the core of everyone's heart. So the implication is that He knows everything. We cannot hide anything from the Lord. The Lord is present in. Yesterday we were talking about the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and this brahmachari.
Milk.
So he was very austere, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew everything about his heart. He was hiding in the house of Srivas Thakur. Srivas Thakur was very merciful. He allowed this brahmachari to hide in the house to see church. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he knew who is hiding. And afterwards he left. As soon as his consciousness changed, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in the heart. Sada Hridaya Kandare Sfuratu Vasa Chinandanaha. So he knows everything. We cannot. He's the super soul. Thus the Lord gives protection to everyone and gives different types of bodies the living entity wants. You want to enjoy like this? Okay, here is Maya. Make him a body. Give him a body like this. Yantra Rudani Maya. Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrideshwarjuna Tishtati. So next line.
Brahman Sarvabhutani Yantra Rudani Maya.
So he says Maya, okay, he wants to enjoy like this. Give him a body like this. This is better for his. So his man proposes, God disposes. The living entity wants to enjoy. Everything is done by the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Oh, he wants to come back to the spiritual world. Okay. Let's give him a spiritual body because that's what is the spiritual world. So everything is done by the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, under Krishna's supervision, everything is working. Prabhupada says this is Krishna consciousness. Therefore, one should not lament the birth and death of a living being, which have been arranged by the Supreme Lord. Of course, we have feelings. Narottam Das Thakur lamented. No, because you feel separation from devotees, and devotees are the ones who remind you of Krishna, because we hear from devotees, so we feel separation. Like the devotees care for you, like they guide you, so you feel that absence of protection in the when devotees are not there. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita 15:15, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mata smritirjnanam apohanam cha. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. One must act according to the direction of the Lord within the heart, but because the conditioned soul wants to act independently, the Lord gives him the facility to act and experience the reaction. So ideally, we should do what the Lord wants us to do. But because we want to act independently, we don't like to be. We want to do our own thing. So Krishna is allowing. Okay, do your own thing. The Lord says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Krishna is saying, surrender to me, but we are saying, no, I have other plans. Don't tell me to surrender. I have other plans. I have so many things to do in this world. You are telling me to surrender to you? Oh, forget it. So, Prabhupada, give up all other duties and simply surrender to me. Krishna is saying, you have manufactured so many dharmas, right? This dharma, Arjuna is saying, what will happen to this? The Varna Shankara will happen, the family tradition will be lost, and the elders will be killed, and so many things he's saying. Why he should not fight? And Krishna is there saying, no, you fight, you do this, what I want this. And we are also like that. Krishna is saying, chant the holy name. And we are saying, no, I have so many other things I am interested in. I have no time, I have no this, I have no time to read scriptures because I have this, that. I have no time to associate with devotees because I have so many other priorities going on. I have made up my whole plan for enjoyment in this world. And because of all those plans, I don't have time to connect with Krishna. Or I have less time because there are so many other priorities in my life that I am thinking this is important, that is important. Like that. Of course, not you all devotees, but generally speaking, people are not coming to hear from the devotees and like that. So because they have so many other priorities in life, which they think is very important. But just remember, when death will come, all this is useless, right? When then you have to go into another species of life. And whatever you do in Krishna consciousness is what is going to count at the time of death. Other things are not so important, right? So one who does not abide by the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is given the facility to enjoy this material world. Instead of restricting him, the Lord gives the conditioned soul the opportunity to enjoy, so that by mature experience, after many, many births, after going through the many hard knocks in life, suffering, mature experience, Bahunam Janmanam, and cultivating knowledge, he will understand that surrender to the lotus feet of Vasudeva is the only duty of all living beings. So Prabhupada, Dravida Prabhu was saying, if you have to surrender anyway, after why many births, surrender now, right? Prabhupada was saying, this is intelligence. If anyway, one day you have to surrender to get out of this cycle of birth and death. So why prolong it? Just do it now. That's how. That's Shubhasya Shighram. It's a Shubhasya Shighram. What is auspicious? Do it now. Chant Hare Krishna today. Don't think I will become later on, I will chant like that. No. Chant today. Now. Surrender now, like Prabhupada said. So, okay. Any comments on this verse? Anybody has? So first of all, only if you realize that I'm in a bad situation in this material existence, in the cycle of birth and death, then we will look for an alternative. Because Maya makes us so comfortable and so happy in our situation that we don't have that much, that strong desire, right, to connect with Krishna, because we are happy in our situation with our family and friends and relatives and things like with our assets and things like that. So we are happy. We may have all these things, but we should know that this is not, we are not going to be here around forever. Okay, Krishna has kindly given me all these things, all the assets he has given me, so I can use it in his service. My time, my words, the energy I have in my body, and everything that I have, my money, so I can use it in Krishna's service. So Krishna has given me all these things, so I can be very comfortably situated, and I can focus on the goal of life. Like we give the example of, what is the example we give of the gets comfortable situation.
What? Can you repeat?
Example of somebody who gets a comfortable situation so that they can do their
This is judge, the High Court judge, who gets all the facilities from the government and servants and bungalow and everything, so that he can do his job properly, giving judgment in the court. But if he does not do that properly, then all his facilities will be taken away. So is that we have gotten this human body and the association of devotees and scriptures and everything we have, all the tools we have to go back home, back to Godhead.
Yeah.
But even then, if you don't act accordingly, then we lose this opportunity in next life. We may take animal birth if you just engage in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending.
So Krishna has given us such a nice situation, right? We don't have to worry about where we are going to eat and all these things. Some food is coming by Krishna's grace and all these things. So, yeah. So this is all Krishna's mercy, so that we can focus on the real purpose of life. Okay. So we should. So that means what we should do? Well, first and foremost thing is chant Hare Krishna. Rise early in the morning, chant Hare Krishna. Read scriptures. If you can do the morning program, very nice. Right? And not just for the sake of doing, but to make spiritual advancement, to please Krishna. So that is what we are supposed to do. And then when you get time, share this knowledge with others. Go out, give books, preach to others. So many people don't know this knowledge. So So then maybe once a week for 2 hours, you can join us in book distribution or like that. Something like that. Some way to share this knowledge with others. Right. Every day we should think to whom I can give today. I can like how can I give this knowledge to others? That's like Prabhupada was always thinking like that. How? Of course, we have to also purify our consciousness also internally, and then we have to think about how can I become an instrument in Lord Chaitanya's mission, even a little bit, whatever I can do. But how can I share this knowledge with others? Of course, even if you do temple service, right, that's also good because people are coming to temple, you're keeping the temple clean, you are dressing the deities nicely so that people come to see the beautiful deities. So that is also there. And then you go and meet people and talk about Krishna. So you can only talk if you have learned yesterday. Those who are part of this wisdom that breeds course, how Keshav Maharaj was saying how he prepares, right, his classes, and he has so many notes, right? He keeps all the notes. So he says so many documents he showed us yesterday. Like how I think Radhika also does all the documents she keeps. And so anytime you have to speak, you have references and things like that, and what he has heard from other devotees, he adds that. He showed us like 500, 600 page document, something yesterday. So, so very uh, like we take notes in our class, which I don't do, right? But I should do. I'm thinking of doing all these things so we can remember, we can revise, and we have to preach. We can
Organization.
organized way. So like that he was showing us yesterday.
Yeah, he had shown previously. Any classes that he hears, it's electronic also. It's not on the paper, so that he can do a quick search. And let's say if he has to give a class on mind, then he searches with keywords, and he finds all the references for that, and he combines it together. And because he gives several classes, I mean, he can give an impromptu class on anything and it's practice also.
Yeah, he said also Prabhupada wanted us to give an impromptu class also. So we should be reading the books over and over and over and over again and again. And he was saying like this again and again, again and again, again and again, again. Like that we should keep reading Bhagavatam one time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, like that. And Chaitanya Charitamrita like that. So, and then also he was talking about how we read, and we don't read like we read slowly. He was saying that okay, you can read one in like getting an overview, and then some reading should be like you just like how we are doing. We just take some verses and just we focus on it and see how contemplate on it and think about it. You can do it alone or you can do it in a group, whatever. But yeah, you can contemplate on it. You can read some sentences and think about it deeply and how it applies, how it is true, and everything. So in this way, we can get deeper realizations, and we can take the knowledge deep inside our heart. So, just talking about that, which Prabhupada Priya Mataji also gave some time back, like how to read Prabhupada's books. So it's not about like, how many books we have finished or anything like that. That also we like to finish all the books, but it's also taking the knowledge deep inside our heart. Not that we are here to become scholars in Sanskrit or verses and things like that, but to actually take this knowledge inside our heart. So, and realize it. Okay, so next verse. Yeah, Icha Yesh. Yeah, somebody want to say anything? Yeah,
No, I was thinking the verse. I think similar. Sanat Kumaras also says right that we always think that something is more important than spiritual life. Some verse is there, right? That's an impediment in the spiritual advancement. And we think like
Sanat Kumar says that. Yeah.
right. There's a story, right? A, a professor is showing to his students that in a jar, if you put the first you put the big rocks, that is a spiritual thing, and then you put the small ones, and then the sand. If you put the sand first and then small rocks, then the big rock, which is more important, it could not fit in that jar. So first you need to put so focus on the principal thing, our most primary thing, which is our spiritual life, which is take care of soul, more important than anything else. Like you say that horizontal duties and vertical duty, right? So if you put the big one rocks first, then all the small things either related to any other dharma, like bodily duties or relatives and any relations, all the duties will perfectly fit into it. Yeah.
Yeah. That verse is pasted here. Natah parataro loke. We should memorize this verse tomorrow. Nata parataro loke pumsa swartha vyatikrama. So let's look at the word for word. Maybe we memorize it. I forget. Because this we can quote in our preaching. So 420 to 32. Is that the right word or is it not pulling up? Hmm. 22.
Yeah, it's 420 to 32.
Because I googled it and pull up the
We cannot mute participants now. Juhi is unmuted. If you can mute.
Oh, sorry. Nandini did that. Sorry.
Oh, no issues.
Okay. Natah parataro loke na not ata after this paratara greater loke in this world. Nato natah parataro loke pumsah swartha vyatikrama. Pumsa means of the living entity. Swartha interest. Vyatikramaha obstruction. Yat adhya anyasya. Yat adhi beyond that anyasya of others. Prayastvam to be more interesting. Atmana for the self, swa own vyatikramat by obstruction. Of course, it's not very evident the the meaning, but vyatikramat is coming twice. Vyatikramaha and vyatikramat means obstruction. Atmana means oneself, self-realization. Swa vyatikramat. Once there is no greater obstruction to one's self-interest. You can say like then thinking other subject matters to be more pleasing than one's self-realization. Like Prabhupada said, if you are not chanting 16 rounds, then you are a disease condition of life. Disease condition. So we think other things are more interesting than serving Krishna. We are not getting so much taste in, but we are getting so much taste in other things, right? What is that verse in the Durdevam idrisham Durdevam idrisham iha jani na anurag. Yeah, I have no attachment, but I have attachment for other things. So many material desires, and so I am not having time, right? Because I have time. I have so many attachments, other things which I think will make me more happy. And I have taste for those things. I have no taste in this. So that is why we may not be able to focus on. There is no stronger obstruction to one's self-interest than thinking other subject matter. These other things in this material world, sense gratification, so these are more pleasing, then I will get more happiness from these things. Then ultimately we want happiness, right? So I'll get more happiness from other things than serving Krishna. So that is our conception, and that is causing us to not go back to the spiritual world and to remain in the material existence, because we are thinking there it is not so enjoyable. Here it is very, in this material world there is a lot of enjoyment here, not there. So that so that is why we are here in this material world. So in the cycle of birth and death. Yeah.
And that may be that material things may give me quick enjoyment. That is the prayers. But I am looking for eternal enjoyment, which cannot be gotten through material things. So if we're just concerned with right now, I want to enjoy, then that is the greatest obstacle, is not thinking about the future. Because nectar in the beginning, poison at the end.
And chanting is like poison, right? It's like there's no taste in this devotional service. This is not taste, not so much taste. So like that. So we give more time to the other thing that is taste. So we have to get taste. Eventually we have to get taste. We have to experience taste of serving Krishna. Happiness. Like in the cost, we say the last T is the taste. So only when we get taste, then we can say, okay, I don't want other things, because this is so joyful. So taste is very important.
Nectar of instruction is saying that how to get the taste.
Yeah, 7th.
Chat Krishna Chaitanya. Yeah. So it says that one has to, because this is an analogy is given that if one is a diseased condition, you cannot taste anything sugar, right? But that is the medicine for that. So if one take regularly, that's a verse. That verse is saying that kintu adarad anudinam kanu sajusta. So I mean, one has to do every day and continue. I mean, every day and properly, and carefully with respect. So yeah.
And then when you get taste, you will say like Yamunacharya, Yadavadi mamacheta Krishna padar vinde nava rasa damni udyatam rantumasit tadavadi patanari sangame smaryamane bhavati mukha vikara sushtu nishtivanamcha. That verse is there. So I'm getting newer and newer taste in this. So it's not so easy, like, to get that taste. So the proof
that is at the ruchi. After that is after nat nivriti, steadiness, then steady taste. Sometimes we experience taste, there are good experiences, but then it doesn't stay there, right? But at least those experiences can help us maintain our Krishna consciousness, and we can remember those experiences. Like Narad Muni got the experience of the Supreme Lord, and he was hankering to get that experience back. So when we have these retreats or have association with devotees, nice devotees, and service, so we should desire for such experiences, because those collective experiences will give us the taste. Of course, daily chanting of the holy name, but those specific experiences we will be reminded of. Yeah, Krishna gave me a glimpse of ecstasy at that time. I'm hankering to get that back.
Yeah, just Darida Prabhu said, right? He is, you can see he's got some taste, because everyday morning program, right? 45 years, 50 years. Every day doing, then you get taste. In material life also, if you do every day same thing, you'll get taste. Smoke every day, and then you'll get taste for smoking, like that. So
not if you're doing it improperly. You have to do it properly.
And Krishna will correct you, right? Even if you are doing improperly, Krishna is in the heart. He will arrange for in such a way that you're conscious, because he is the doctor. And of course, you read Shastra also. And so, doing properly means you read Shastra, you hear Bhagavatam, like that. Your devotees are
Not
there.
committing offenses,
And then,
right? Avoiding nam aprad. Avoiding nam aprad.
yeah. All these aparads are also because of anarthas in the heart. Because of anarthas in the heart, we cannot control sometimes those anarthas, because there is a pushing. Even though we may know it's wrong, but we may not be able to control it. Which Arjuna is saying, Athakena prayuktoyam papam charati purusha, because the urge is so strong. So that's why, yeah, we have to pray to Krishna, and chanting is the prayer. And first we have to recognize, and then recognition also comes by Krishna's grace. He's in the heart. He will make you aware. Like we say, when we chant, we become aware of our anarthas, our shortcomings. Yes, I'm feeling envy, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling lust, this, whatever. You can perceive it in your heart. If you're chanting nicely, Krishna will make you aware of the anarthas in the heart. And once you know, then you have to pray to Krishna. That Krishna, please help me. Now I have these anarthas, but I cannot get rid of it myself because they are very strong. But Krishna is stronger than any anarthas. The holy name is anartha blaster. It can blast all the anarthas in the heart. The holy name is Krishna. Nija Sarva Shaktis. It is as powerful as Krishna. So, in this way, Prabhupada also said, what if the desires are not? He said, then increase the rounds. He said, why only 16 rounds? He said, increase the quantity and quality both. He told somebody on this. So, like that, we have to increase our chanting and devotional service, everything like that. So we should do that. I mean, and do it not just to do it, but really, when you really like are concerned about something, you put your heart into it. If you are really concerned about purification of heart, then if you are really concerned about your work and your job, then you really put your heart into it. It's not like you just do it somehow or other. You just really are very attentive to it, and it's a big concern for you. So you are not taking it casually. So with all seriousness you do it. Right? So if going back to Godhead and purifying our heart is our primary concern, then before death comes, because death is coming, then we are very attentive to it. We have to do it somehow or other, whatever it takes. Yena kena prakarena, right? We say, Mana Krishna niveshayet. Right? So,
Nivish.
yeah, somehow or other, remember Krishna. This is the highest instruction. Yeah, so when we are chanting, we should think how much I'm remembering Krishna. Right? I'm chanting with my mouth, but how much my mind is on Krishna. That's something that we have to also think. Means, if I'm chanting attentively, Prabhupada says you should chant with the understanding that the holy name is non-different from Krishna. So here is Krishna, here is Radharani. And we look at the beautiful Radha Madhav, which we have on our screen, or the deities we have, or something like that. So it should, how much we are doing it in the right, yeah. So there is some urgency. All these things adds up to absorption. Urgency is there, then attentiveness is there. You really want it from your heart. Desire is also strong. Then you will have good chanting, and then you will have an experience and feel nice. And like same with Bhagavatam or anything. Okay, first we have to have faith that whatever Prabhupada is saying is my Guru. Whatever he's saying, I accept. I am surrendered. I don't know. So Ya ichhayesha, and this one verse will read. Ya ichhayesha.
I think Sonia has a question. Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I have a couple of questions. I'm trying to do everything that you're saying. You are going too fast.
I'm also trying to do everything.
You're going to, yeah, I'm taking notes, and I'm new at this, so you have to you have to forgive me. I have some questions. You said a shloka durdesham idrisham. What shloka is that? Where is it from?
Sikshashtakam. Sikshashtakam. The second.
Ashtakam.
Second verse. Second verse. I can
Okay.
post it.
I can find it.
Yeah, I can post it.
Yeah, I'm trying to, put
This is
reference.
in Antya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita. All the Sikshashtakam is given.
Okay. And then if you have the wisdom that breeds session, I missed yesterday Keshav Swami's
I
link.
think there was a some time back he had some. You have to register. I think you have to create a login and some. I can maybe Janish can share the link. I also have it. I registered at that time, so I get notification. But
Yeah, I'll share, Prabhu. I need to find it in my emails and I can probably put it on the chat here.
he was
Yeah,
very nicely. He was telling how you can preach, like in a corporate setting, if you have to preach. Like he was given one time in Fletcher School of Business, human rights violation. He has to speak on human rights violation. And then he said how he connected it to Shastra, how it was a structured presentation, because they are not devotees. He is speaking to you, they are not devotees. So how you can preach to non-devotees? Then he was talking about human rights violations. Why? So what is human respect? Why do they happen? So he was talking about human respect and human responsibility, and then he connected it to some philosopher like that who. So he knows a lot also. So he was connecting, and then finally came to the level of the soul. And so he was very nicely he was presenting how we can preach, because we have to preach. Preaching means we have to go make the other person understand, right? So it is not about like I may be PhD, but if I am speaking to kindergarten students, then I cannot speak at the PhD level. I have to speak at their level so that they can understand. So, so he was presenting a nice. I think Janish Prabhu says sharing, and everybody should join if you can. It's very nice. He's giving so many classes and how to speak to devotees. Also, he said when I had to give class in Bhakti Vedanta manner, how do I do it? And so
yeah, that's a rare class where he is telling how he prepares.
so he's
Most of the
going to
time.
tell all this. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I took
Yeah.
some screenshots, making it
Ah,
interactive, how to tell a good story, starting a small group, all this, and one minute, I have other screenshots also. Where is this? I can find it in my screenshot folder.
yeah, very nice. Thank you so much for sharing.
Okay. Another thing is that if you are Krishna conscious, Krishna will give all the intelligence in the heart. So how to connect? Yeah. So Krishna will is the Chaitya Guru in the heart. So if you really have a desire, Prabhupada also gave the example that if my house is on fire and I have neighbors and I don't speak the neighbor's language, but I need help and I have a desire to convey to them, and I don't speak their language, don't have, but I have a desire to convey to them that I need help, my house is on fire. Of course, then if they can see it, then obviously they can understand. But maybe something is there in the house and you need help. So somehow or other you will convey. So if you really have a desire to connect with others and give them Krishna from your heart, then you will somehow connect. So that is also there.
Also, purity is the force.
Purity, and
You are
then
doing your sadhana.
that is our purity will convince others, and then Krishna will give us, yes, when you are pure, then he will give us the guidance on how to present this knowledge in such a way that it will be appealing. Like Srila Prabhupada says, give me that, what is that? Make my words suitable for their understanding, right? In the Jaladuta prayers. So he's saying that so that whatever I speak will touch their hearts. Give me those words. Even Amarendra Prabhu says like that. So that right words may come out in the right speed. And so that it will touch the heart. We may be speaking the right thing, but the thing is it impacting the other person or not? Is it like resonating with the other person? So he said, I could start off with, Shastric quote suddenly, and in that audience where he has to preach to the corporate. But they will think it's a religious thing, right? And they will think this is like he's propagating his religion. So how he brought them to the Shastra, it's a nice, way to see how they preach.
Yeah. That's so important, making the words come out in a way that touches the heart, not reaches the mind first where they're analyzing it.
Yeah. So slowly guiding them to the right thing like that. So it requires some thought and everything. And so
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
So it's 8 o'clock. We'll read this verse tomorrow. We'll read our Bhagavatam now. Let's see. I'll just bookmark this. So where we are in our Bhagavatam reading?
You are doing Brahma's prayers, but I don't know if you want to do Canto 3.
We did Brahma's prayers already, right? Finished.
Oh, okay. I was not there yesterday.
Oh, yesterday we didn't do. Before that only we finished. Didn't we? I thought, yeah. The boys spent their childhood in the land of Vrindavan playing hide and go seek.
Okay. Yeah, got it. We finished that chapter 13th. We now in 14th chapter. Oh, 14th chapter we finished.
Okay, so we can read Dhenuka. Or what is the other verse? Do you know the verse?
Third. We were at the second or the third canto. Second. Forgetting. Should be in the chat, right? Where you left off.
Yeah, third canto, I think.
Third canto. Yeah. Going back and seeing the chat. Vidura Maitreya Samvad, we were starting that.
Okay. That, yeah, okay, so third canto.
I think we should post it in some other place, maybe in the WhatsApp group, because this chat becomes very long.
Yeah. Some other place. That's a good idea. We can put it on our WhatsApp.
Yeah. Yeah, Vidura's talk with Maitreya. We start that.
I had put that verse number SB. Let's see. What is this? Month he's putting Nikas something. What is this?
This was the person that joined our call that was doing bad things.
Oh God, okay. I'm just seeing this now. Okay, so let's see. I don't know where I posted.
On Thursday it says 10-14-26.
Oh, that's that.
Yeah, we do the 10th canto and then we'll. Okay, anyway, not to waste time. Okay, so Vidura approaches Maitreya.
I think, yeah, we were discussing about the false and the mind and false ego creating the mind. 30th verse, we discussed that. My interaction with the mode of goodness. I think that's where we stopped.
30. So the. Okay. So who is speaking here?
That is Maitreya speaking. Yeah, Vidura had asked a bunch of questions.
Okay, so we'll start from 31 then. I see Uddhav Paramasma is the only one who can be direct. This Krishna is saying, right? Sudhava was married king.
No, this is Maitreya speaking.
Now I shall leave the vision of this mundane world and I see that Uddhav, the foremost of my devotees, is the only one who can be directly entrusted with knowledge of me.
No, we are on chapter 5. 3-5.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
3-5-30, we discussed that.
The false ego, okay. Senses. That is all very difficult to understand. But yeah, okay, we'll start from 31.
Okay. The senses are certainly products of the mode of passion in false ego, and therefore philosophical, speculative knowledge and fruitive activities are predominantly products of the mode of passion. Yeah, so the false ego, false identity creates our body. Basically, like we say, subtle bodies, mind, intelligence, and false ego, right? So the senses are created in the mode of passion. And all these fruitive activities, karma that we perform, are predominantly in mode of passion. The sky is a product of sound, and sound is a transformation of egoistic ignorance. In other words, the sky is a symbolic representation of the Supreme Soul. I don't know. Thereafter, the personality of Godhead glanced over the sky, partly mixed with eternal time and external energy, and thus developed the touch sensation from which air in the sky was produced. We discussed the order of creation before, right? What was the element that was first created and then the other elements? It is an order, right?
Yeah.
So sound was created first. From sound comes the air. Then
from more subtle elements, from air comes the fire.
Air, water.
Fire or what? Fire, and fire, from fire comes water. Okay.
Will we see? Thereafter, the extremely powerful air interacting with the sky generated the form of sense perception, and the perception of form transformed into electricity, the light to see the world. So the touch sensation came. Well, first the ears came, I think, then the touch sensation, then the eyes, the sight, light to see the world. When electricity was surcharged in the air and was glanced over by the Supreme at that time by a mixture of eternal time and external energy, there occurred the creation of water and taste. Okay.
I'm asking this ChatGPT.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Pradhan, then Mahatattva, false ego, then mind. Okay, this is how it is describing 10 senses. sound, touch.
Shabda, Sparsha, Roop, Rasagandha.
So form is fire, taste is water, and smell is earth. So from ether, sound, then vayu, sound, air as sound plus touch. Agni as sound plus touch plus form, and then sound plus touch plus form plus taste. Water has now taste, and then sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. So okay, so then which words we are reading?
36 onwards. Somebody can.
Okay. Somebody like to read?
I can read. Thereafter, the water produced from electricity was glanced over by the Supreme Personality of Godhead and mixed with eternal time and external energy. Thus, it was transformed into the earth, which is qualified primarily by smell. So it seems like that at everywhere Lord has glanced, like air, he glanced on air, then sky and water. So by all his glance,
So from
yeah,
after
it comes
water,
into
then
the
comes
active state.
after water comes earth. Yeah. So smell. Okay.
Okay. O gentle one, of all the physical elements, beginning from the sky down to the earth, all the inferior and superior qualities are due only to the final touch of the glance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The controlling deities of all the above mentioned physical elements are empowered expansions of Lord Vishnu. They are embodied by eternal time under the external energy, and they are his parts and they are his parts and parcels. Because they are entrusted with different function of the universal duties and were enabled to perform them, they offered fascinating prayers to the Lord as follows. So yeah, in every all our body is controlled by the specific deities, right? Um like mind is controlled by, I think, moon god or sun, and uh, eyes and movements. Everything is controlled by the some specific demigod, and these demigods are the expansion, part and parcel of the Lord, and they are serving the Lord. They have different duties in this universal world, universal in this universe, and yeah. Um. Okay, so they are offering prayers to the Lord. The demigod said, "O Lord, your lotus feet are like an umbrella for the surrendered souls, protecting them from all the miseries of material existence. All the sages under that shelter throw off all material miseries. We therefore offer our respectful obeisance unto your lotus feet."
I'm just
I
seeing
think
this
from
one.
this verse,
Yeah, this is not some. Yeah, this is about the lotus feet. Yeah, but not.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
umbrella is one of the sign in the Lord's feet also. In the, I think, 19th sign of the Lord's feet,
Yeah.
umbrella is one of them. That who uh, is protecting the souls, like devotees. Um,
Yes. We should know remember all the signs. What is another sign? Anybody remembers? Is it
Lotus flower.
Barleycorn,
Thunderbolt.
umbrella, flag.
Thunderbolt. And elephant god.
what does the elephant god represent?
Sense them, I mean, how Krishna controls the mind, like remembrance of Krishna. Like how the elephant god conquers over the elephant, controls the elephant. So the elephant like mind is controlled by remembering the lotus feet of Krishna.
I like that because elephant like mind. Mind is like an elephant. Sometimes in English we say the elephant in the room is this, right? Means to say This is the major thing in anything. This is the elephant in the room. So the elephant is the mind is like an elephant, very strong and obstinate. And Krishna's lotus feet, remembrance, control the mind. That avismriti Krishna padarvindayo. That verse is there. What is it? Avismriti Krishna padarvindayo.
Navanavarasadhamyudhyasam. Padnari samyamani.
That is Yadavadi.
Oh.
Avismriti Krishna padarvindayo. There are the Shamalam Tanoti. What is that verse? Bhadrani. Abhadrani.
Chinoti.
Abhadrani.
That verse says that Avismrita Krishna Padarabindyo Shinoti Abhadrani Chasamtanoti Satvasya Suddhim Paramatma Bhaktim Jnanam Cha Vijnani Viragi.
Yeah, so this is the remembrance of Krishna's lotus feet.
Yeah. 7 effects.
7 effects. Okay.
In one of the lecture, S. Vikeshwar Swami is giving that the signs of the lotus feet of the Lord, and he was and the umbrella part. He was saying that like Krishna is lifting Govardhan, and I was lifting the Govardhan and is giving the protection. So Krishna is that Govardhan is like an umbrella for the devotees, right? And so those who are like surrendered to the Lord, those who are surrendering their body, mind, and soul. So Krishna lifted Govardhan, and that is a real protection. The real protection is coming from the Lord only. So yeah, I mean, he is giving one of the examples.
So we need protection from our own mind, basically. So
yeah, it is a cause of all suffering. Avanti Prabhu.
And Prabhupada says,
I am
the greatest obstacle is you. Means your mind is the greatest obstacle. You means your mind is the greatest obstacle if it is not controlled. And this is our greatest enemy. Hiranyakashipu asked, right? Prahlad. Or Prahlad says, yeah, you are thinking Vishnu is your enemy. But Vishnu is not your enemy. Your greatest enemy is your uncontrolled mind. So that is the thing. So we have to control the mind by Krishna. Savai mana Krishna padar.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Which the 40th verse. Okay.
40th.
O Father, O Lord, O Personality of Godhead, the living entities in the material world can never have any happiness because they are overwhelmed by the 3 kinds of miseries. Therefore, they take shelter of the shade of your lotus feet, which are full of knowledge, and we also thus take shelter of them. So, yeah, 3 kinds of miseries are Adhyatmik, Adhibhautik, and Adhidevik. So, one of them is Adhyatmik, is as you're discussing, body and mind. So, always in this material world, living entities cannot be happy because there is one after another, some miseries is there, and ultimately miseries from the mind, which always reside inside us. So, and also Krishna says that this is a shashvat dukhalayam shashvatam. So it's a place of a misery. So you cannot expect that if you are in the place of misery, we cannot expect the happiness. So one should, if somebody has this knowledge that, okay, I am in a very vulnerable stage, I'm in a place of misery, I cannot expect happiness. So instead of searching a happiness in the wrong place, we have to search our happiness, which is within us. Paramatma is residing us. When we connect to the Lord, then we can find the real happiness. And that is the problem of the living entities, that everybody want Krishna, but in a different, in a wrong places, circumstances, and people of this world, and that ultimately frustrates us. So
everybody's looking for Krishna. Yeah.
right.
Okay, so this is 40. So how many verses are there? 50. So we can finish it. We'll read till 8:30. and then we'll hear whatever anybody has to say. Okay, so 41 onwards. Who's going to read next? Any-
I'll read, Prabhuji. Text 41. The lotus feet of the Lord are by themselves the shelter of all places of pilgrimage. The great clear-minded sages, carried by the wings of the Vedas, always search after the nest of your lotus-like face. Some of them surrender to your lotus feet at every step by taking shelter of the best of the rivers, the Ganges, which can deliver one from all sinful reaction. So taking bath in Ganges is like surrendering to the lotus feet.
Because
That
it's Charnamrit, yeah. Just wash the lotus feet of the Lord.
okay.
Vaman Dev's feet, right? It has water from Brahma's Kamandalu. It is the water from the causal ocean, right? That has washed the feet of the. There is one more thing, right? There's three things in the Ganges water.
Celestial Ganga.
Huh?
Celestial Ganga.
All right, so the next verse.
42. Simply by hearing about your lotus feet with eagerness and devotion, and by meditating upon them within the heart, one at once become enlightened with knowledge, and on the strength of detachment, one become pacified. We must therefore take shelter of the sanctuary of your lotus feet.
So many verses about lotus feet of the Lord here. So, yeah. So how we can remember? Of course, when we see the deity, like I have Radha Raman here in front of me. So I am seeing the lotus feet of Radha Raman. Yeah, so that way also you can remember the lotus feet, the Lord. What else way? What is other meaning of remembering the lotus feet of the Lord? Or taking shelter of the lotus feet? Means to
Remembering the instructions of Krishna and also following the footsteps of devotees who are at the feet of the Lord, like the pure devotees.
Yeah.
Abhay Charan. Like Prabhupada has Abhay Charan Aravind. He has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Lord who is fearless.
So we take shelter of the lotus feet of that person who has taken shelter of the Supreme Lord. So we say, take shelter. So I have Prabhupada here also, his lotus feet are visible. So taking shelter of those who have taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So like that, that's our parampara. Okay, so and yeah, that's why we wash the feet of the devotees and like that. So that yeah. Okay. Anyway, I want to say something. Escape my mind. Okay, the next verse will read.
Yeah, sometimes you have the signs of the feet, right? Like Prabhupada's sign of his feet is there.
Yeah.
And you.
Okay.
Okay, 43. Prabhuji, will you scroll a little up? Thank you. O Lord, you assume incarnation for the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. And therefore, we all take shelter of your lotus feet because they always remember they always award remembrance and courage to your devotee. So different incarnations also you can think about, right? Of Lord. Or we just take shelter of your lotus feet. 44. O Lord, persons who are entangled by undesirable eagerness for the temporary body, and kingsmen who are bound by thoughts of mind and I, are unable to see your lotus feet, although your lotus feet are situated within their own bodies. But let us take shelter of your lotus feet. So the lotus feet are situated within our own bodies.
Because Paramatma is there, right? In the heart.
So that's
Lord Vishnu is standing, right? Vishnu is in a standing pose, right? They say.
super soul, right?
And is looking.
Yeah, soul and super soul. Yeah.
He is looking with unblinking eyes, animesh, at the soul. Oh, when this soul will turn to me. He is very eager for us to turn to him. So he's there inside our heart.
Text 45. O great Supreme Lord, offensive person whose internal visions have been too affected by external materialistic activities cannot see your lotus feet, but they are seen by your pure devotees, whose only and only aim is to transcendentally enjoy your activity.
So as long as we are in bodily conception of life, we cannot properly understand Krishna's message. But that is also the remedy, right? They say only those who are pure in heart can relish the Bhagavatam. Those who are free from envy, they can relish it. But by reading Bhagavatam also you become free from envy. So we say the means and goal is the same. So it's the medicine and it is also the goal. So, okay. So next we'll finish this. Form 46 somebody can read. Last five verses. Who'd like to read? Anybody else who is not doing anything else and wants to read?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
O Lord, persons who, because of their serious attitude, attain the stage of enlightened devotional service, achieve the complete meaning of renunciation and knowledge, and attain the Vaikuntha Loka in the spiritual sky simply by drinking the nectar of your topics. Others, who are pacified by means of transcendental self-realization and have conquered over the modes of nature by dint of strong power and knowledge, also enter into you. But for them there is much pain, whereas the devotees simply discharges devotional service and thus feels no such pain.
Does it remind you any verse in the 12th chapter?
Yeah, like when Arjuna asks, like who is uh, like the first two verses about impersonal and personal features.
Yeah. Klesha adhikatarastesham. So
Mhm.
for others there is a lot of pain. Yeah. Have and conquered by dint of strong power and also, but for them there is so much pain. When devotee is simply discharged, there is no pain in devotion. It's joyful process. And here also it is mentioned serious attitude. Serious means very serious. We say serious, sincere, and
Without ulterior motives.
yeah. So these three things, if we have, we can conquer Krishna. Or yeah, we can do pure devotional service. Serious, sincere, and without ulterior motives. So there is no other motive than to please Krishna, and we are serious about it. So we are like taking it is very important thing. Sincere is also like without ulterior motive also. Okay. 48 we can read.
Oh, original person. We are therefore but yours only. Although we are your creatures, we are born one after another under the influence of the three modes of nature. And for this reason, we are separated in action. Therefore, after the creation, we could act concertedly for your transcendental pleasure. O unborn one, please enlighten us regarding the ways and means by which we can offer you all enjoyable grains and commodities so that both we and all other living entities in this world can maintain ourselves without disturbance and can easily accumulate the necessities of life both for you and for ourselves. You are the original personal founder of all the demigods and the orders of different gradations. Yet you are the oldest and are unchanged. O Lord, you have no source or superior. You have impregnated the external energy with the semen of the total living entities, yet you are unborn. O Supreme Self, please give us, who are created in the beginning from the Mahat Tattva, the total cosmic energy, your kind directions on how we shall act. Kindly award us your perfect knowledge and potency so that we can render you service in the different departments of subsequent creations. Hare Krishna.
So these are, who is saying all these things? Great Supreme Lord. Demigods said.
Yeah, this is Maitreya speaking on the demigods. 39th verse, demigods.
So where did the demigods come in this conversation? So,
13, the controlling deities.
okay. So now from 8:30 to 9, whatever you want to say, like anybody like to say anything, share anything, sing any songs, we'll do that. And if you don't have anybody, we don't have anybody to say anything, then we will hear a class. But whatever anybody like to share or ask any or have any comments or anything, we can take it till 9 o'clock. Then we will do till 8 to 8:30. We'll do reading, and then 8:30 to 9 we'll like to share. Go ahead. Anything anybody want to say, which they heard they would like to share, or they have some realization or anything you want to share, or I will not. I will just hear now because you heard me. Now I want to hear from you.
I can so start. Prabhuji,
Go ahead.
question I had. So Keshav Maharaj, you all mentioned you had a class. So I saw he's now studying in Harvard University School of Divinity. So he's also taking classes there, or I think preaching there, or something.
That I'm not aware. I don't know much.
Yeah, he's doing PhD, right?
Doing PhD.
Yeah, he's doing some study. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say that, this is my first experience of having such a deep understanding of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya, Charitamrit, and so many things in this last 2-3 weeks that I've joined. And yes, at first it can feel overwhelming because it's an ocean of knowledge, but knowing that the log that I'm using is Krishna. It is. I know.
Yeah, we should make it simpler, right? So that I don't know. Sometimes we just read the verses, but we can make it simpler if it's overwhelming.
No. It is good. I mean, it is overwhelming only because, I'm starting where so many of you have already been few years ago. So I'm starting late, but I think the this is my first time actually reading Bhagavatam also. So I've had Bhagavatam in my home for over 20 years. All the books from Bangalore that I collected, I brought with me for over 20 years. And this is the first time that I'm reading it actually even for myself. So even from the classes, it has helped me get a deeper understanding of how I should read and how I should contemplate on the verses. Because, in society, you're taught to just read like a novel. And these are not books that you can read like a novel. And how many pages did I read today? It's just about how much did I understand? How much did I grasp? And how much will I be able to retain? And I can only retain so much percentage of what I read. So daily classes like this is definitely helpful. So I want to thank each one of you for being. And this past week, I have been chanting 16 rounds every day. I'm also in a class with Shivvilas Prabhu. So he mentioned somewhere that you should start. In my last class, he mentioned that you should try and finish your chanting by 7 o'clock in the morning. So I want to finish 16 rounds by my 7. So I wake up around 4:30 in the morning to try to finish by at least by 7 o'clock in the morning my time. So that's why some days I'm late for the class, your class. But yeah, I think it has been really beneficial for me, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you for coming, and giving your association. All the devotees come, so it becomes very wonderful. Everybody shares their realization and thoughts. It's like nice. Thank you for joining. Hope you will
Yeah.
continue to keep joining.
Oh yes, I will.
And if you
I will.
find something that is offensive or something like that, let us know. We'll try to correct it.
Yeah. No. I don't take anything personally and offensive. I think the world is offensive anyway. You turn on the TV, it's offensive. Everything is offensive. So you have to have a thick skin, and know that the offense comes from a place of ignorance. So I don't. Yeah. If I find anything truly offensive, I will. But no, I'm fine. Everything is good. It's really nice to be in a group where you see the authentic love of Krishna and the teachings, and the you aspire me to do better.
Okay.
So thank you.
Anybody else want to share anything? Sing song or anything?
I can sing one bhajan.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing actually made me inspired today. Like when you said, Prabhu, like when you're chanting, is Krishna really in your mind, or you're chanting just like that? Do you remember him? He's not different from his form, fame, and pastimes. And also, like if you're even chanting, like you don't feel like chanting, increase your rounds. That way you'll be able to like remember, force yourself more. Thank you.
Yeah, you can have reflections also, like what we discussed. Any reflections? So thank you. Yeah. So let's hear the song.
Are you sharing it? Your screen is not shared.
Oh yeah. No, it's share.
Okay. So this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sharanagati series, and this is the Gopatritve Varanam limb of surrender. की जानी की बले तुम्हारा धामेते होएनु शरणागता तुमी दयामयी पतित पावन पतित तारणे रता भरसा मारा ए मात्र नाथ तुम्ही तो करुणामयी तव दया पात्र नाही मोरा समा अवश्य गोचबे भोई हमारे तारिते काहारो शक्ति अवनी भीतरे नाही दयाल ठाकुर गोशन तुमार अधम पामरे त्राही सकल छाड़िया आशिया छी अमी तोमार चरणे नाथ आमी नित्यादास तुमी पालयिता तुमी गोप्त जगन्नाथ तुम्हारा सकल आमी मात्रा दास आमार तारिबे तुमी तुम्हारा चरण कोरिणु वरण आमार नाही तो आमी भक्ति विनोदा कांडिया शरण लय छे तुम्हार पाए शमी अपराध नामे रुचि दिया पालन को रोहिताए हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Translation. How has one such as I come to your shelter? Surely it is by your mercy alone, for you are ever seeking the purification and deliverance of the fallen souls. You are my only hope, for you are full of compassion and mercy. There is no one who needs your mercy more than I. You will surely drive away all fear. No one else has the power to deliver me. O merciful Lord, by your declaration, kindly deliver this vile and lowly sinner. I have given up everything and come to your lotus feet. I am your eternal servant, and you are my protector and maintainer, O Lord of the universe. Everything is yours. I am merely a servant, certain that you will deliver me. I have chosen your lotus feet as my only shelter. I no longer belong to myself. Weeping Bhaktivinoda takes shelter at your feet. Forgive his offenses, afford him a taste for the holy name, and kindly maintain him. So, Sharanagati, the limb is Gopatritve Varnam Tatha, means Krishna, please maintain me. So, who I can take shelter of? There are all these other shelters, it's my own, like Draupadi wanted to take shelter of his 5 husbands and other kings and her own strength, but nothing worked. So actually at one point we may be helpless, as we were discussing yesterday. So there would be a situation in our life where nothing will work. We'll be helpless, like how Gajendra was when caught by the crocodile. And his family members could not help him. His own strength was failing. And so then, who can save me at this time? Only Krishna can. So we should chant like that. Every moment we should be like that. I'm helpless. I cannot, all of the others are false shelters. They are illusions. The only real shelter is the holy name and Krishna's lotus feet. And Krishna is so merciful that he's ever seeking the purification and deliverance of the fallen souls. So I was not qualified to get into Krishna consciousness, but Krishna is so merciful, he anyways gave it to me. Because he's ever working, ever willing, ever waiting. He's never, he cannot like we said, what was that? Gauranga Darshan Prabhu disapprove but not disown. He will never disown us. No matter what bad we do in our life, how many mistakes we have committed, how many times we have fallen down, Krishna will never give up on us. That is a quality of, that is a very amazing, merciful quality of Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we were discussing about this Kal Krishna Das pastime, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could have left him with those, but he had fallen down. How dare my servant, runs away with all these materialists and leaves my service. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went after him and pulled him by the hair. So this verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says that, well, glorious is that devotee who does not give up the shelter of his Lord, and glorious is that Lord who does not abandon his servant. If by chance the servant falls down and goes somewhere else, glorious is that master who captures him and brings him back by the hair. So Krishna never gives up on us, and that's why we should understand that out of his mercy, he has given us this process of Krishna consciousness, given us a human body and the association of devotees. So you are my only hope, and you're full of compassion and mercy. And I need your mercy the most because I'm the most fallen. And this is the advancement of a devotee, where he thinks that I don't even have a drop of love for Krishna. I don't know anything. I am the most fallen. Look, everybody is such a great devotee. They're so much nicely serving Krishna. They will all go back home, back to Godhead. Only I will remain behind. So I need your mercy, Krishna. So that is a very good consciousness. That's a humble consciousness. In that consciousness, we don't commit offenses. And that is the path to get entrance into the spiritual world. Dinera adhik daya kare Bhagavan. Pandita kulina dhanira bada abhiman. Those who are humble and meek, they will inherit the kingdom of God. So Krishna makes one fearless. Having in any situation, we can be fearless. That Krishna is in control. There is nobody else other than Krishna. And my Krishna, who loves me the most, is in control. So what is there to fear about? And whatever situation Krishna is giving me now is for my good. I don't see good in it, but I know that Krishna is all good, all perfect. So whatever situation he has created for me is also perfect. Let me use this situation for my purification to get closer to Krishna. So that is the attitude of a devotee. And no one has the power to deliver me other than you, Krishna. I'm a very vile and lowly sinner. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, we were discussing in our classes with Adigadar Prabhu. What does it say? Jagai madai se hui moi se papishta. Purushera kit hoite moi se lagishta. Krishnadas Kaviraj, who's a great devotee who's writing Chaitanya Charitamrita, in his heart, he's thinking, I'm lower than the Jagai and Madai and lower than the worms in the stool. And if anybody hears my name, they will lose all piety. Right? So such an advanced devotees, this is a consciousness. I'm very lowly sinner. So that should be our consciousness. When we contemplate on our own anarthas in our heart, then we get into this consciousness. Yes, I have a lot of anarthas that I need to work on. So when we see faults in others, Bhaktisiddhanta says we should contemplate on our own faults, how fallen I am. Because the highest realization is to save oneself. I am not responsible actually to save the other person. First of all, I need to save myself. I cannot help a drowning man if I don't know swimming. I need to learn swimming by myself first. So contemplating on our own faults, our own anarthas should be in our consciousness. And how can I improve? How can I work on these things? Constantly we need to think. If I'm not doing chanting properly, today my chanting was not good. So tomorrow, how can I improve my chanting? What can I do today so that my chanting session tomorrow is really good, like that. So I've given up everything. Come to your lotus feet. I'm your eternal servant. You are the protector and maintainer. I am yours. Everything is yours. Now everything belongs to Krishna. Bhoktaram yagna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram surida sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantim rachati. Bhagavad Gita says, what is a peace formula? How can you be peaceful and pacified? Peaceful all the time. When you know that everything is meant for Krishna's enjoyment and he's the controller of everything. Everything is in his control. Nothing is happening outside of Krishna's sanction. And then he's my best friend. He has his best interest for me. So then I'll be peaceful. And I'm merely a servant. Yeah, I'm a servant of Krishna. So, yeah, I was thinking yesterday we were discussing about the milk brahmachari pastime, right? Little pride that he had in his heart, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu detected, and he was not allowed entrance into the into the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, into the all-night kirtans. Same thing happened with the gopis when they were doing Ras Leela pastime with Krishna. The gopis developed a little pride in their heart that, oh, I'm the most fortunate woman. Krishna has chosen to dance with me. I'm better than others. At once, Krishna left the Ras Leela. Right? I mean, of course, the gopis don't develop pride, but that's how Bhagavatam shows that if we get a little pride in myself, oh, I'm better than the other person, then Krishna will leave our heart. So I'm a servant of the servant. Dasa dasanudas. That is the best consciousness to be in. I'm servant of all devotees. All devotees are more advanced than me. That is a Uttamadhikari platform. But yeah, of course. And then if you choose the shelter of lotus feet of Krishna, then what would happen? That where this world, which is padam padam yad vipadam, there is danger at every step. This is an ocean of ocean that we need to cross. It will be reduced to the water contained in the calf's hoof print. Very difficult ocean of material world to cross, but it will become very easy to cross if one has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of the Lord. Samashrita ye pada palaplava mahat padam puneshu murari bhavam buddhir vatsa padam param padam 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 yad vipadam natesham. So Krishna will protect us at every step, because every step there is danger. At every step, actually, the danger is in the mind. At every step moment, we have a choice where to focus our mind, to focus on Krishna or positive things, or focus on negativities and all the faults in others that we have a choice. We can what we want to contemplate on. So, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur is offering a prayer. What do we want? Forgive Krishna of me of all the offenses and give me a taste for the chanting of the holy name and kindly maintain me. So if we have the taste for chanting of the holy name, that's it. We have the key to entrance into the spiritual world, because Harer Naam Eva Kevalam. The only way to enter into the spiritual world is through the holy name. So whatever we do, activities that we perform, any devotional service, whether we are reading scriptures or we are doing deity worship or we going to the temple, having the association of devotees, everything that we are doing is to get taste for chanting the holy name, because Harer Naam Eva Kevalam. So we should focus on that rather than any ulterior motives of why am I doing this, that. The only motive of any activity that we are doing is to get taste for chanting the holy name. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. If you can add something.
No, it was nice what you said. Anybody like to share anything? Preeti, you want to share? Go ahead.
So Hare Krishna.
Yeah, go ahead. Preeti or Madhav, both.
Okay. So can we take some example, Prabhuji, of Dasanu Das in our current Sunday feast when we go to temple, or even Dasanu Das when we are in the house with the family member, where we can think about activity I'm doing in that Dasanu Das.
Yeah, like you are, I heard you clean the temple and do things. So you are serving the devotees, right? They eat nice prasadam, which were cooked in the pots, and then you're washing the pots, right? So that next time again, of course, it's for Krishna, but then devotees eat. So you're serving prasadam or something like that. So you're serving the devotees, right? So in that way, and then of course we also do what Prabhupada wants us to do. We go out and distribute his books. So we are serving the servant of Krishna, Prabhupada, like that. So you can say like that, whatever, or some physical service you are doing to some devotees, cooking for them and feeding them and taking care of them or helping them in their preaching. So like that. Like even if you're building this temple, you are giving your hard-earned money, and so many people will come, right? That you are basically facilitating them come to closer to Krishna. So you are serving them.
Even if you're a leader like Bhakti Siddhanta, he would address everybody as Dasosmi. I'm your Das. Bhakti Siddhanta, who's a guru, he's saying to his disciples, I'm your Das. Right?
The spiritual master thinks that I am given the service of training my disciples. So this is my service to train my disciples so that they can become proper devotees. So in this way, he considers himself as a servant of his disciples because I am serving my disciples by giving them guidance and training. So that way also you can dasosmi. Yeah. Prabhupada said like that.
Yeah, I think we were discussing in Chaitanya Bhagavat, there is a verse says that there may be doubts that if a servant of Krishna may go back home, back to Godhead, but there is no doubt that the servant of the servant that like, may go back to Krishna.
That's the same thing where Varadaraj was being fanned.
Correct. Yeah. And Shivji also said that verse Aradhna Nam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhna Param Tasmad Paratam Devi Tadya Nam Samarchanam. And greatest worship is the worship of Vishnu, but worship of his devotee is even more greater because Krishna is very pleased when we please the Vaishnavas. Even we were discussing like Krishna eats through the mouth of the devotees. So if we feed the devotees and they are happy, then Krishna is very pleased. Right?
Yeah, so if you are helping in cooking in the temple, right, then all the prasad the devotees are eating, right? So, of course, Krishna is eating first, but then he leaves behind, and then all the devotees eat. So, okay, so like that you can serve. I don't know if that was your question. How you can serve the devotee.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, I just wanted to understand, like those das, right? So, and also at the home, I mean, temple, all the services.
Yeah, so family members also they can be devotees. And you can, if you cook for your, family, and then they are eating. So they are also devotees. They are chanting Hare Krishna. So.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay, but the devotee should not think that I am devotee, so everybody should serve me like that. That is not the proper consciousness. I should not think I am devotee, and so now I should. Why they are not serving me? I am devotee. They have not understood the philosophy. So devotee thinks that yeah, I don't need to be served. I am not looking for service from others. So that is the thing. That's how we say humility also means that you are not expecting service from others or respect from others. Respect is on the like just words and things, but then service is even more. So you're expecting that okay, everybody should serve me. So that is also no. I am meant to serve others. I don't need service. I'm not supposed to take service from others. That mood is also there. Yeah. Okay. So Preeti wanted to say something. Go ahead, Preeti.
Yeah, but it's already 9, so you want me to?
Yeah, we can go a little bit longer. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I was just making comment on this song that we're talking about, the humility. That how I recently we read, right? In few classes I missed it, but before we read that how Narad Muni by seeing the how Shishupal got delivered, and Narad Muni was saying that they were delivered because I mean he is glorifying even the devote Shishupal who has a negative attitude towards Lord. So this is a like Narad Muni's humility that he, and there's a Kunti Maharani is also saying that, right? Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shri Biridha Edamana Madapuma Nevar Hate Abhidhatum Vai Tom Akunchan Gocharam. Right. So it's only your sincere feeling that attracts Krishna. And Mataji already explained that Krishna is Kaviraj. I think in one of the verse it is also mentioned that how he himself thinking that I'm not able, but I'm empowered by the Lord, though, so I can write these texts. Um, and similarly, I just reminded so many examples that even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says that, right? He said by seeing the fishes, he said that the fishes has more love than if you take them out of the water, fish will die. But I am living in separation of Krishna in the like Radharani's mood, and he was thinking like that. So the devotees, when they are they are when they are thinking that I am nothing. Ek premera swabha yaha premera sambandh se mane Krishna mura nahi prem gandh. So they don't think that I have a drop of love for Krishna. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur, if we see that our even all the acharyas are like that. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was a great Vaishnava. He's writing many books. He's worshipping. He discovered, I think, Mahaprabhu's birthplace also. If I mean, so how humble he is. You see, all his songs is Sharanagati, all his songs, he is always taking the very humble position that I have no love. And that humility, even Prabhupada also says that this is a tonic who gave that, important quality of the Vaishnava is the humility. Because in Krishna consciousness, he said that this is a continuous path of self improvement. But humility, if there is no humility, if one can display the humility, that is the greatest quality. I heard one lecture that when S.V.K. Swami is talking about Pratap Rudra, King Pratap Rudra, that he was a king, he had everything, he had followers, so much wealth, but Lord is not giving his taking his association. But when he shows his humility to the Lord in the he was sweeping at the Rath Yatra, Jagannath Rath Yatra. So and then he got attracted by seeing the like he was a king and just giving the very menial service, and he was not showing off that. He was doing it with the heart, with that humble heart. And he gave the three things, three qualities, uh, not exactly quality. He says that every humble person mentality is like that. I'm not a doer. I'm not doer. And the second thing he said that I'm not deserving. And third thing they said I'm a servant. So when we think like that, I'm not the doer. Everything is same. When we think the humble person, don't think like that. Okay, I am a doer, so I don't seek respect from others. When we think like that, oh, I am a doer, and then we desire to have honor and recognition from others. But when we think like that, in one moment, Krishna take away anything. I was hearing one lecture from Prabhupada yesterday, and
Yeah,
he
that is
was
nice. He
mentioning.
said, I am not doer, I am servant, and I am not the, what is the second thing you
He
said?
said that I am not doer, and I'm not deserving,
Deserving.
and
Yes.
I'm a servant.
That's
So
when you are
three
a doer.
things.
Yeah, that's when
Hmm.
you are. Like yesterday, he was saying, uh, who is Guru? Who is Guru? How will you know in the. Sorry to interrupt, but you can continue 1 minute. So he said, you need somebody who knows you, who loves you, and who has the ability to help. Like yesterday in the class, he was saying like that. So we say Sajatya, Snigdasya, and Ashraya. So in a simple way, he.
Swatavare. Three things. Sajatya, Snigdasya, Ashraya, and Swatavare. Yeah, that is a verse we can pull that
Swatavare,
word.
yeah, that,
If
yeah,
Swatavare means he's more advanced.
yeah. So he has the ability to help. That is what I was saying.
Yeah.
Ashraya
I
means,
mean,
yeah, you take shelter, so that because he's more advanced, so you can take shelter of that person because he's more advanced than you. So he has the ability to help you, guide you. So he knows you, he loves you. So he kind of, put that in a very easy language. So this is also nice. Humility means you are not the doer, you don't deserve it, and you are servant. So this is the three things that you mentioned. So that's when you are humble. Oh, I did this, I did this. No. Krishna empowered you to do anything. You don't deserve anything. So that's also humility, as Prabhupada says, right? I'm not deserving respect. I don't, amanina manadena. Then we don't, I'm not deserving respect. So why should others respect me? Of course, it is easy to say like that. But yeah, I'm not deserving any respect. I'm a very lowly person. I'm lower than everybody else. Then why should others respect me if I'm lower than everybody else? If I actually believe it, I should be respecting others because they are higher than me, and I'm lower than everybody else. So why should a higher person respect a lower person? Lower person should respect a higher person. So I'm lower than everybody else. So why am I desiring respect from others? Of course, that doesn't mean we should not respect. We should respect others. But this is for our thing, and I'm servant. Yeah. So like that. Okay, go
and
ahead.
by that mentality, when the failures comes in our life, we won't become depressed. Because when you will be like spiritual life, there's something, instead of becoming a depressed, one can think of Krishna. Oh, Krishna is here, and I'm not doing. We can pray to the Krishna. So, I mean, there's so many powerful, influential people when they die. When they were alive, people are praising them, and when they are coming, is all over in the news, and people are following them. And the same person died, and their body is lying on the street. And if you nobody is going to follow, talk, maybe talk sometime. That's a different thing. But the thing is that when is all the ability is coming from the source, and that source is the Lord. So when we think in that mindset that, oh, I'm not the doer, and then we pray to the Lord, then prayers comes. And then he was explaining that I'm not deserving, because sometimes we have complaints that why Krishna is not reciprocating. But if you humble, then humble heart has a gratitude than complaining. Because if you have a high expectation, then gratitude is very low. But when expectation is low, then gratitude is high. Because there's so many things we can see, like you also many times to give the examples that very early age somebody has cancer, some deadly diseases in their body. And but if the heart is like but we don't recognize those who have a healthy body, those who have a time to do their sadhana, time to read the scriptures and come in the association. So when they but ask to that person who doesn't have that. So instead of asking more, we can appreciate how much you receive. We go to the Lord with no demands, and that's what the gopis did. They don't ask anything. They give themselves. And when they give themselves, then Krishna also get confused that, oh, what can I give you? You ask something. So he said that, no, Krishna, I don't want anything. So in that situation, Krishna give himself to that devotee. So yeah, and when we think like that, I'm not doer, so I'm not deserving these things. I cannot ask. So what I am, then I am a servant. I'm not doer. I am always become a servant. That I have to serve my Lord. So I mean, yeah, this pastime is talking about that how King Pratap Rudra taking the humble position and was sweeping the road without knowing, and that attracts the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So yeah, these things I remember. Then thank you.
Okay, anything else I would like to share?
So Prabhuji, in corporate world, when someone get promoted and their colleagues, when they congratulate that person, they say, well deserved promotion. So that's all fake, illusionary deserving, correct, Prabhu?
Yeah, I mean, well-deserved promotion. Yeah, because that person worked hard, but the ability came from Krishna to whatever. You may work hard, but intelligence is given by Krishna. So, according to now in material world, everybody gets according to their karma. Krishna is giving them. So they may have done something good in their past life or this life. So it is not like we become like impersonal and everything is Krishna and we don't like recognize any devotee because we say no, he has not done it. Oh, we don't say Prabhupada didn't do it. Actually, it is Krishna who did it. Yes, ultimately everything is done by Krishna. Uh, Without Krishna empowering Srila Prabhupada, he could not have done it. But we praise Srila Prabhupada also because Krishna likes it. So Krishna likes to empower his devotees and to make his devotees higher than himself. So otherwise it will become only Krishna and no, we don't praise anybody, any devotee, because we say no, it's Krishna who has done it. So he is not responsible. So that is also there. Yeah, we have to. But that because why we praise the devotee? Because he has surrendered himself. He had a free will, and he surrendered himself to Krishna. And he used his free will to surrender to Krishna, so he became empowered by Krishna. So we praise that yes, he has become devoted to Krishna. So like that. So of course, yeah, we praise. I mean, others like they say Vaishnava looks at good qualities in others. Of course, those qualities are also coming because of Krishna only. But everything is coming from Krishna, right? So, but we praise the devotees. Oh, how wonderful he has done. How nice he is, speaking. How nice he is, doing service, whatever it is, maybe. So, yeah. Otherwise, it will only become like okay, nobody praise anybody, and then it's just Krishna. Yeah, the background,
Yeah,
everything is Krishna, right? But we we glorify
yeah.
the devotees.
Yeah. Even when Raslila was happening and Krishna had taken Radharani with him, so the other gopis are saying, certainly this particular gopi must have perfectly worshipped Krishna. That while Krishna has abandoned all of us to take her to the secluded place. So they are glorifying. Krishna also reciprocates according to
Yeah,
our sincerity, our devotion. So there is endeavor and mercy. So that devotee has performed very nicely devotion. That's why he's getting reciprocation from Krishna.
yeah, correct. So because the devotee is opened his heart, he has surrendered himself. He's because all otherwise everybody is like devotee of Krishna, but we distinguish between devotees and non-devotees, right? Everybody is devotee actually, but okay, because this person has opened his heart to receiving the mercy of Krishna, so that's why he's glorious. And this person, right now, maybe in the future, yeah, he may be, but right now he has not opened his heart to receiving the mercy of Krishna. So he is not as glorious as that person who has received, opened his heart. Right? So like that.
Mhm. And when we appreciate devotees, we also get some of their qualities. We get more mercy from Krishna when we appreciate other devotees of their qualities. Somewhere in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this purport is written because Sanatan, Rupa Goswami, they were initiated right away, like initiation at first sight. The other devotees were very happy to see their advancement. So when other devotees are advancing and we appreciate them, we glorify them, Krishna is pleased with us and he advances us rather than feeling envious.
Yeah. Yeah. So the more humble we become, the more we'll taste. That's the fact. The more Humble. That's why it says Trinadapi Sunichina, Tarorapi Saishna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. The more we don't, humility also means we don't put ourselves in the center. Then we put devotees and Krishna. The more we will taste bhakti. That is the thing. So, and if you get taste, then you get taste. Yeah, you don't need anything else. You are very happy from within. You don't need any validation or anything. Like you ate a meal, does anybody have to give you a certificate that you are full? No, you feel it from inside. Because I am feeling the happiness. So I don't need external validation of anybody like that. So you don't look for validation. Of course, we have to do the right things also, but that's there. Otherwise, we have to check ourselves whether I am following. Somebody says, gives us feedback, then we should take that feedback. Not that I feel in my heart what I feel is right. When advanced devotees give you feedback, then you have to take the feedback also. And we have to analyze also if the feedback is correct or not. And if you have doubts, we can ask other devotees. But that is also humility, the ability to take feedback from others. And otherwise, we always try to defend ourselves and think that we are right. Yeah. Whatever I am doing is perfect. So that is also a problem. When we are not right and we are thinking, yes, I'm right. So many things are there. Now, feedback can be also given out of envy. Somebody is envious of us and they give us feedback. So we have to evaluate also. And then also other sadhus are there and then we can find out. So many things can be there. Okay, so we'll stop here, 9:20. Thank you very much for sharing your wisdom with all of us. Hare Krishna. We'll see you again.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna,
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.